What's up, yappers and cruisers? We got a new project today. We had some clutch issues. I don't know if you can see this. Let me get some light. That is not what a clutch cable is supposed to look like. It looks like we have about one strand left that hasn't snapped, and that's no good. I'll also point you guys to the fact that this clutch lever, rather than just pulling forward and backwards, has a whole lot of play here in ways that I don't think it should. This little tiny bolt here was backing out, and I don't know if maybe that has something to do with this movement. I believe it does. I'm sure I could repair this, but before I really diagnosed the issue, I went along and ordered a brand new clutch cable. Well, I did order a brand new clutch cable, but I also ordered a new clutch lever here. It came with a new brake also. So as you can see, like I said, I got a brand new clutch cable here. The cable runs from the lever down this way, along the side, and through this small gap. I did pull off the side fairing here, which had an assortment of clips and screws and bolts, but nothing too crazy there. Noticing we're a little low on coolant, so I might top that off as well. I think it's been leaking out this little hose here, so when I get that tightened as well while I'm down here, and then we'll go from there. Anyway, all right, so the cable comes from the lever out this way through the little gap and down here. It's held in place with this one little clip, and then it goes in here. There are these two nuts that hold it in place appropriately, so you can adjust it, I assume, using those two along with this bracket here. And then it goes in, there's a little spot here where the barrel actually connects. I believe there's right here, this little tab will bend out of the way if you need to pull the lever out, but otherwise it's just toss the barrel in on this side, close the tab, and get the nuts oriented appropriately, and then take it up to the clutch lever. So anyway, I'll get that in there before I take this back out, because I certainly don't want the clutch to snap. I'll insert some footage from when I noticed this happening, but it was a little sketchy. I feel like something's dragging. It's like more resistance than usual. What the heck's going on with my... I feel like my clutch isn't letting out the whole way because I'm not on the gas at all, unless my throttle's stuck. The hell?
Are you in neutral? Oh, your clutch cable's fucked. Your clutch cable's broken.
Yeah.
Look at it right now.
Is there a way to get that to where I can ride home with it?
Yeah, you just won't have a clutch, bro.
Alright. I guess we want to go straight home then.
Yeah.
And then mess with that.
Are you comfortable riding it?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you have very limited tools left in that thing, so you gotta conserve them.
Okay.
And if you go to pull it in, you feel nothing, just slam that back brake and lock it up and cut your trailer off. Don't go off the road trying to put the wheel.
Alright.
Yeah, it's spraying. You don't got
Alright, let's see what happens here. Just gonna run all the red lights. Just kidding. Oh, my I can still shift. can still shift. It's just... Okay. Alright. Golly. It was a little sketchy. The bike was acting like an automatic. It was stopping when I was holding the brakes, but when I released the brakes a little bit, it started moving, even with this clutch pulled in the whole way. And that makes sense if you look at it, because yeah, it's not going to do a whole lot for me. Here's a better view of the condition of this cable. Not ideal. And in fact, one of the strands is caught in this little adjuster. It's not what your clutch cable is supposed to look like. Alright, I've got the new cable in here, got these adjusted. I was having a hard time figuring out exactly where to put these, but I was messing with this side along with the cable adjuster here. I think I'm probably going to end up adjusting it a little bit more from here. But for now, I think I'm going to take it for a little test ride. All right, I'm going to take the bike for a little bit of a test ride with the new clutch adjustment. As you can see, it seems fine. This is the little adjuster here, and I dialed it out a little bit until there was no real play in here. If I twist it this way, even just one or two rotations, you can see there's like a little bit of wiggle room. I think like that much is not a big deal, but if I can have it adjusted the other way to where there's no real wiggle, that'd be better. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't make it to where it can't disengage the clutch, if that makes sense. Obviously, if I have a hard time disengaging the clutch, I'll just turn the bike off and come to a stop, or the brakes would probably overcome that resistance, and then I can adjust that back out. But other than that, I don't really foresee any issues. The clutch is a little stiff compared to what I was used to, but it's not necessarily a problem. The bike clutch still feels good. If anything, the grab point is a little farther out than what I'm used to. But again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You can hear in my shift there, or not even shift, but you can hear coming from a stop that I was expecting it to engage a little sooner. But I'll try to adjust my brain to that. I've put maybe 6,000 miles on this bike since I got it, something like that. So my brain's pretty well used to what the clutch was like before. So it'll take some getting used to, but no biggie. I don't even want to know what ethanol-free gas costs at this point. Even the 87 is like $4 a gallon where I live here in Pennsylvania, as you can see. So it's interesting, talking about gas prices, on a federal level, we subsidize gas to a certain extent. We give lots of tax breaks and subsidies to gas companies. But at a state level, Pennsylvania state taxes the gas like 30-something cents a gallon, which is interesting. The argument there is, well, it pays for, I assume they're turning after the parking lot. I feel like I should check my tire pressure here. Although, if I remember correctly, I had some trouble with this air pump before was acting up a little. You're good. Usually I kind of fly over those. I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm in Jamestown. This always happens. I end up riding in a direction. I think I know what town I'm in, and I'm in the next one over because this dang bike is too quick. Ay, ay, ay.